Hello everyone and welcome back to Beatley Beatles channel. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining me for this video. Hope you're all doing well. MPL, what are you doing? You may have heard the news, or you may not have, because it hasn't been very well communicated, that tomorrow MPL are releasing yet another version of McCartney III to celebrate its third anniversary. Is that even a thing to celebrate? The third anniversary is called your leather anniversary. I had to look that up. And normally you celebrate that by giving gifts of glass or crystal. Obviously, to celebrate the third anniversary of McCartney III, I am wearing some leather lederhosen. You just can't see them. But it hasn't been very well communicated. People that subscribe to paulmccartney.com, some people got an email, some people didn't. I subscribe, I didn't get an email, but I found out about it in other ways. But honestly, really, I've worked it out that since McCartney III was released, there has been McCartney III issues every year since then. So obviously the main album, it came out in 2020. That was the first one. During 2021, lots of different coloured vinyl versions came out. I only bought this one, but this one is the yellow and black splatter that I like. I like the idea of it because it was supposed to be made out of leftover copies of McCartney 1 and McCartney 2. I don't even know if that was true or not, but I just like the idea. This one that I held up first of all is just the black vinyl version, the one that I originally bought. Then also in 2021, McCartney III Imagined came out, and I've played this record probably once or twice. I can't even remember what colour it is. Let's have a look and see what colour it is. I am a bit of a sucker for coloured vinyl. It's a sort of a greeny, turquoisey colour. That is that one. I did also buy the normal CD, and then I got this one, which is the Japanese SHM CD, which is has got 4 bonus tracks on it, and that's why I bought that one, because it's got 4 bonus tracks on it. And of course, the 4 bonus tracks haven't come out yet on vinyl, so you know what you're getting for McCartney III's 4th anniversary, don't you, folks? In 2022, they brought out the McCartney 1, 2, 3 box, which I can't show you because I didn't buy it. But that was another version of McCartney III in a different coloured vinyl. I'm not sure how many coloured vinyls there are. I think there's something like about 10 different coloured vinyls. And now they have announced that to celebrate the 3rd anniversary, there's going to be 3 more coloured vinyls coming out, and it's coming out tomorrow. You know, you've got to wonder who is buying these, because, you know, don't get me wrong, I love McCartney III. I think it's a really great album. I think it's his best album since Memory Almost Full. I really enjoy the album, although it took me like a long time to get to like it, but I do really like it. But honestly, you know, no one is asking for any more copies of McCartney III, and this is just MPL MACCA madness, total insanity. There is no rhyme or reason for this, and I'm just wondering who is going to be interested in buying it. And I think that the answer to that is that people, the collectors, basically, who, when all the different coloured variations came out, I think there was a scramble to try and get them all from a lot of people, and that is great. If people want to collect those, that is absolutely fine. Got no problem with that whatsoever. I'm sure everyone that was searching after all the different colours. I had loads of fun, trying to seek them out and get them, and that is a good thing. And those are the people who are going to be interested in this new issue. So I'm gonna go through it of what you're gonna get in this from this reissue, and it is quite bizarre. So there are going to be 3 different coloured vinyls being issued for the 3rd anniversary of McCartney III. Everything comes in 3s, and if it's coming out tomorrow, the 15th of December, you can go and order it on Paul McCartney's website. I believe that is the only place you can get it, paulmccartney.com. Now, each of these 3 different coloured vinyls have different inserts with them, and each coloured vinyl is different. So I'll just quickly go through them. So every one of these, no matter which one you get, has got this design. This is the hand-drawn cover design by Ed Roosma, who, as if he hadn't done enough damage this year, he designed that as well. I do actually like the design for the McCartney III, but that's his handwritten, hand-drawn design, and that comes in all 3 copies. Okay. So the first one is a kind of a red, yellow and blue sort of sectored coloured vinyl, and if you get that one, that has got the Paul's hand written lyrics to Pretty Boys inside it. Now there's also a red, yellow and blue kind of stripy design. If you get that one, you get this sort of like hand drawn. I'm not sure if this is Paul or Ed Roosma's design. I'm not sure who's done that, but that's another sort of sleeve design thing. And finally, there's this sort of swirly pattern, which is the one that I like the best. And with that, you get Paul's hand-written lyrics to Kiss of Venus. And some people, if you are a valued customer of paulmccartney.com, then you may have already received one of the handwritten lyrics sheets. I know my good friend Joe Mayo has got one, and also subscriber to this channel, Jason from Australia, has also received one as well. I haven't got one. As I tell you, most of the archive editions and stuff like that I bought through Amazon, so I've not got a massive track record with paulmccartney.com, so they didn't send me one. But anyway, so those are the 3 designs. Now, okay, the cost. Okay, now if you're in America, right, the cost of one of these albums, right, is so cute because it's McCartney III. Guess how much it costs? $33.33. Very nice, very nice. So why is it $35.99 in the UK? A pound is worth more than $1 anyway. So we're paying in the UK. If you want it, you're going to pay 3 or 4 quid more than you are in America. Why? Why is that? Why isn't it £33.33 here in the UK? Ridiculous. But if you thought that was ridiculous, this is even more ridiculous. So, right, there are 3 different designs, right? As I've just explained. Now, you are limited to buying only 2. So if you're trying to get all 3, say you're someone that's bought all the coloured vinyls, and now you've got to get these 3 to add, to keep your collections complete. You can only order 2, right, from paulmccartney.com, which means that if you want to order more than 2, you've got to have a different email address and a different shipping address, a friend's shipping address or something like that to order that. But that's not the end of the story. It's even more sneaky than that, because they say on the website that if you order 2 copies, they can't guarantee that you won't get two of the same design. So just because you order two, that doesn't mean you're going to get two different ones. You could get two of the same, which means that you could order 20 lots of two and still not get all three designs, which is a real bummer. That is terrible. That is terrible. So you're basically ordering blind. You're not even, ordering, the ones that you want. It's just random. It's just random. And I think that when the McCartney singles box came out and we all got a random, everyone that bought it got a random test pressing, that was quite, it was quite exciting to see which one you'd get. And I suppose that there is a little bit of this, of that about this as well. You don't know what you're going to get, so it's a kind of a surprise when it arrives. But again, if you are trying to get all three, you're buggered. It's terrible. It's a terrible idea. I don't even think that Paul McCartney himself has really had any input into whether this gets released or not. I think Capitol Records are driving this. Remember, Paul works for them, not the other way round. I'm not sure whether he has right of veto or anything like that, but I think that Capitol Records are driving this via MPL. And I know people are going to shout out cash grab. Of course, people that don't want it are going to shout out cash grab, but people that do want it, are not going to feel ripped off by this because they want the item. And it is as simple as that. Remember, everything that is in the retail world is there to make a profit. But the thing that people are really going to be pissed off about is that this is an item that not many people want. No one's asking for more McCartney III. But what they are asking for is more archive collections. People are busting a gut to hand over their dosh to buy more archive editions. Are you listening, MPL? That is what people want. And this is what we could have won. An archive edition of London Town. An archive edition of Back to the Egg. An archive edition of, well, probably nobody's really wanted that, but archive edition of Press to Play would be absolutely fantastic. All the remixes and all the outtakes, brilliant stuff it could be. An archive edition of Off the Ground. We know about the extra stuff that's, that could be in this box set already. These are the things that people want. These are the things that people are queuing around the block to go and buy MPL. This is what we want. Listen to us, listen to the fans, and you will make lots and lots of money. There seems to be this it's not just that. There was the other project that Paul sort of started in, or MPL started in 2017 and in 2019. The coloured vinyl edition. I've just picked this one randomly because it's very nice. Tug of War on blue vinyl. We've got several albums came out on coloured vinyl, and then it just stopped. They forgot about it, and that seems to be a general thing with McCartney projects. The archives have suddenly stopped up. Since 2020, the coloured vinyl reissues had kind of stopped since 2019, and there are a load of albums that are mainly associated with the CD era, where people weren't really buying vinyl at that particular time, that are really quite hard to get and very, very expensive to get. And fans would also welcome vinyl reissues, especially if it was part of the coloured vinyl collection. Driving Rain on vinyl, why not? Twin Freaks, hard to get, not as hard as Driving Rain. Memory Almost Full as well. Also, all of these albums are very, very expensive to buy. If you go on eBay, they're £150 plus. So again, fans would welcome reissues of those albums. They're not welcoming reissues of McCartney III, and that is mainly why it is so annoying. It just seems to be all these things that kind of are getting in the way of finishing projects. And, you know, we've had, you know, since the sort of the archives finished, we had, you know, the Paul McCartney lyrics book. We had the, you know, the McCartney 1, 2, 3 box. We had the 80 singles box, and, you know, the Eye of the Storm book. So there's always projects going on, but they're not always, you know, they're not finishing projects that they've already started, and they have to finish these projects. I've got to talk about whether the archive collection is dead or not, and I don't believe that it is, because, and I'm basing this, you know, this is the reason that I'm basing my theory on, is because when Paul did the second leg of his Got Back tour, there was a, you know, obviously there was a tour program, and the tour program for the second leg, the Australia, Mexico, Brazil leg of this tour, the tour book has changed. Things have been added that weren't in the original Got Back tour program when Paul toured the States. Things have been added, like there's page about the singles box set. There's pages about the Glastonbury gig that have been added. It's also the Eye of the Storm. There's pages on that as well in the new tour book. But if they can add pages updating things, it means they can also take pages out that are updating news. And in the original Got Back program, there was a page about the archive collection which finished at the bottom of the page. It said, look out for more editions of the archive collections coming soon. And that page remained in the second leg tour book. So if the archive collection was dead, then they would have taken it out. I'm sure they would have taken it out, but it didn't. It stayed there. So we're still looking out for more editions of the archive collection coming soon. So that is what I'm basing my theory on. I think that we've still got 5 more albums to be given the archive collection treatment, and let's hope that we see them soon, because that is something that we do want. Now, this is the most difficult part of this video, because despite everything that I've said, and I totally believe in everything that I've said, I feel dirty, I feel soiled, I feel as soiled as a tramp's underwear, because I have ordered one of these copies, and I'm not proud of it. But the problem that I've got is they all look really nice, and I'm just a sucker for coloured vinyl. And you know, I didn't go mad on the, you know, on all the different iterations of the coloured vinyl, so I'm not doing it, you know, to complete a collection or anything like that. You know, I only bought one coloured vinyl of McCartney III, the yellow and black splattered one that I showed you earlier. And I'm thinking, you know, because no one's interested in this and it hasn't been very well publicised, I'm thinking this could turn out to be maybe one of the rarest McCartney albums out there in the end, if no one's buying it. But, you know, obviously I haven't bought all 3. I haven't attempted to buy all 3. I've just ordered one. I don't know which one I'm going to get. So we'll see what that is. It should be arriving tomorrow, 15th of December. So I will do an unboxing when it's here. I'll have mug written across my forehead. I do feel slightly ashamed and slightly excited about it. I don't sort of begrudge buying it or anyone else buying it. So I thought, well, you know, I haven't gone mad on McCartney III like some people have. I'll go and get one, see which one I get. So join me tomorrow for the unboxing. Don't hate me too much for buying this. You know, as I say, I do believe in everything I've said about this. It is an absolutely ludicrous release, absolute insanity. But you know, I am a little bit insane, and so I have gone for it. So we'll see which one I get tomorrow. join me for that. Thanks very much for watching. Be interested to hear what you have got to say about this. As I say, don't hate me too much, but if you do, I'll take it in good spirit, I expect. All right, thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.